before I get started, I just want to say that everything I'm about to mention, even if I forgot to mention something, everything will be in the description below for what I used on this build. So if you have any questions, feel free to still ask. However, again, everything will be in the description. Hello everyone, WickedRC Adventures here. I know it's been a while since I posted some videos. I know I recently did a couple of them here in the last day or two. So I just want to thank you for that subscribe to me recently in the last couple months, and those of you who've been with me since the beginning, for staying with me. I just wanted to give you guys an update on the build, just in case you want to know. So I'm going to try and go over as much as I can of what I've been building the last few months. I decided not to do a phase by phase build. I think that would have got kind of boring. So I just wanted to try and get as much as I can, like 95% being complete. I still have some things to finish up, like the lighting and the winch, but I'll get to that in a minute. So most of everything I ordered from is the RPP Hobby, and you know, what can I say, their service is excellent. Like they said, their service rocks. Usually I receive the products within a couple of days. You know, I live in North Carolina, they're located in California, and it takes about 2 days, sometimes 3, depending on if it's a holiday weekend or so. Usually you can get free shipping over $150, and if you spend so much with them, you get a discount, so it's almost like getting some things for free depending on how much you spend. So what I got here is the Toyota Tundra, and you can see I painted it black. I originally had it as a flat black, but I constantly had to keep painting it to touch up the body from getting scraped up and then getting some other things on the body, so I had to constantly sand it down and retouch it, and eventually it turned out to be a dark black, but I think it still turned out. It's a little muddy. I didn't clean it too well. I just did it well enough to get some pictures and make this video and stuff. But yeah, so as you can see here, I got the Vanquish lighting and the gear head rack, and of course the Tamiya Tundra body, and of course it comes with the mirrors. I started to find something to insert into these mirrors to make it look like an actual mirror, so I gotta find something that's chrome or just whatever that reflects. So I'm gonna try and go in order. So the chassis pretty much is the SCX10 Kit of the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, the big 4-door. I believe it's been discontinued, and they're probably coming out with another model, I believe. There's some things I will just mention, but I won't show you because I made prior videos for them. And so the remote I use is pretty much the Spectrum DX4C, and so far I love it. I haven't been able to fully be able to use it as much. I just pretty much need to use channels 3 and 4, which I'm trying to get the lighting kit on channel 3 or 4 or whatever, and then the winch hooked up to it. So that's still a learning curve there I gotta do. But the motor, I'm using the Hobby Homes Pro Crawlmaster 13T and the Torque Master BRXL waterproof. And the battery, I'm using the Venom battery. I believe it's like a 2 or 3C 25 current, 5,000 milliamps. So I get probably almost a good hour with this, and if I use it for my Traxxas Summit, maybe a half hour or so, depending on how hard I run it. As far as the battery charger, I use the Dynex 245. So if you want to see those, just look at one of my prior videos. But what I'm going to do now is take this body off, and try and go a little more detail of what I got in here. So as you can see, I got pretty much everything wired up. I still have to do a couple more, and I think the light kit I got is a 12 LED light kit. It's just some kind of generic brand I got off of Amazon. I also got an 8 LED kit, but it wasn't enough for me what I needed to do, at least put lights in the bumpers and stuff, so I had to go with this one. I'm still trying to get time to figure out how to wire it up, and then also wire it up for the Vanquish light bar. As far as the body, I had some issues of trying to connect them together, and I found somebody that finally answered one of my questions on YouTube. And what I did was I took a plastic proxy, and I took like a aluminum steel plate type of bar. I got this at my local hardware like Lowe's. You can probably go to Home Depot or wherever you go to. And what I did is I try to level up the body as much as I can, and then I just got some C-clamps and then put them in place for a while, and it seems to be holding pretty well right now. So I would highly recommend that. And as you can see, I got some magnets super glued here. I used the hot glue gun and put them in place, and this allows me to take it on and off pretty freely. Sometimes it does move depending on what I'm doing in the woods or whatever I'm on with the videos. And these are pretty much used for like drift cars and stuff for RCs, but they seem to work pretty well. And other than that, I also used the rear bumper from the axial kit from the kit itself, and I gotta probably take my Dremel and take some of that epoxy off as well. So I used epoxy and pretty much glued it to the rear tailgate, and seems to be holding pretty well, but it's still kind of loose. But that's as far as I can get for right now, until I can find another bumper that will work better. I'm trying to go for like a meaner look than when it comes with the truck itself. I got pretty much how to piece it together, and instead of buying the whole kit, because it really didn't have anything I could find that has the kit together, so I had to piece it together. So as you can see, right here's the posts that I'm using. So I just screwed it, well, not screwed it, but just got something I could pin it through and then hold it in place. They snap in pretty well when I put the body on, and it holds it and allows you to take it on and off. It's probably a good thing too, that way if you flip over or something, it allows the body to come off instead of being on there solid and not come off, and then due to that it just ends up breaking the body and cracking it or something. And also I got the Gearhead high lift kit right here. So those work pretty well. Just a note, if you decide to use those, you're going to have to adjust your front axle to allow it not to bind the drive shaft. Okay, so what I did is I went with the universal steel Punisher drive shafts, as you can see, and so far they work pretty well. I don't have any complaints. Just when you put the little screws in to put it into the axle itself, just use some Loctite all thread deal, and that way it'll keep it from falling out. As you probably seen in my first trailing video with the Toyota Tundra body on it, one of the screws came unloose and popped off the drive shaft, and luckily the screw didn't completely come out, and I was still able to fix it. I made some custom links. I didn't make a video for this. I used another video I found. I will post it in the comments as well. So pretty much I made a 4-link system. It works pretty well from what I can tell. Some people use the 3 plastic deal, the Y, and I don't know. I didn't use it really long enough to see the difference, but I just went ahead and did it. You can also get some additional magnets as well. Let's see, what else am I missing? Okay. So as you can see here, also I'm using the Savox, the blue one, which means it's waterproof, and it's the SW0231MG. Here I got the Rock Armor bumper and the winch. As you can see, I don't have it down. For this one, the winch is a little bit bigger. I mean, it still fits in here, but the holes don't line up. This was pretty much designed for like a generic brand winch. So I'm deciding if I want to put epoxy on it and have it hold down, or drill into the bumper and hold it down that way. And I'm still trying to figure out how to wire it up, as you can see. So, and tie it into the receiver there. Let's see what else. Okay, so as for the wheels, I got the Voodoo's KLRs, the 1.9. It's the blue edition, so they work pretty well from what I can tell. I still have to try a couple other things and see if they live up to what I've been hearing about. As far as the rims, I got the SSD's Assassins, also the 1.9 versions. I highly recommend, before you take it out, I learned my lesson. After taking it out for the first run with the body, the screws right here going around, the center one, started coming loose, and luckily I didn't lose any. So I highly recommend putting thread tight on those. That way you don't have to worry about them coming loose and coming out. And as you can see, during the trail riding, I lost a couple of these little ones right here, so I'm trying to see if I can get some replacements, and then also find a tool to even be small enough to get those off, so I can put them with the thread lock on there as well, so I don't lose those. So that was a bummer when I seen that. Yeah, but I highly recommend at least putting thread tight on these ones going around, and then also the one going out around here. As far as that, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go into too much of a detail, but everything will be in the description down below of the links. I got most of my stuff again at RPP Hobby, and I highly recommend using them. They're great service, and they get to you within at least a couple of days. Like I said, I'm on one side of the country and you're on the other, so usually a couple of days and I got my stuff. Maybe 3 at the max, again, depending on whatever the scenario is. But yeah, everything turned out fairly what I wanted. Also, the Fender Flares I got those off of eBay. Try to find the cheapest ones I can. These were kind of a pain. If you're subscribed to my Facebook and stuff, you would have seen what I had to do. I had like pretty much 6 C-clamps going on all the way around. Some of them didn't grab too closely and stuff. So everything will be pretty much fairly done soon, I hope. Like I said, the only thing I got left is the lights and the winch issue, try and get that tied up and working. Other than that, it's pretty much done. So far, I really enjoyed this. it looks pretty good. So I'm hoping to actually use this camera that I'm using and put it right here and looking above everything, so that should look pretty good. Also, as you can see, the before I forget, on the bumper, again, I was able to find a towing kit piece, and I was fit perfectly. I believe I still have to drill a hole into it, and as you can see, there's no hole. So when I ordered the drop hitch and ball, I can lock it into place and then hopefully go from there. I may not be able to use this because if I like to get a trailer for this as well. I just don't know if this epoxy will be able to hold on to that and not break the bumper off. So I gotta play around with that and decide if I'm gonna replace this tailgate, since it has the piece that has a drop down further down, so I can put the original bumper for the Tundra truck on and just make something custom, and then, you know, so I can at least tow something. But it works pretty good. Just drop it down, as you can see, and works on pretty good. If I want to go up a little bit more, pop it right off. So yeah, everything turned out pretty good. Thank you for continuing to watch my videos, and look forward to more videos to come. And thank you for subscribing, and please share, like, and comment below.